Well, 44 goals in all. We just brought you a few of those goals. We'll bring you more highlights later on Sports Tonight. But Dumnodi Okonta, well, challenging in the beginning. It rained, and traffic was terrible this morning. But these kids were still able to turn out to play their games, and a lot of grounds already been covered.
I want to commend this schools. In spite of the heavy rain and the traffic gridlock in Lagos, I thought nobody would show up. I was even a bit apprehensive as I was like, how could this game 10, 11 o'clock? But suddenly we saw two of the school came up, and one of them were very close by, so they have to move with their players on foot because they saw the traffic. They came down,
jogged down to the game venue.
Crossed the bridge, crossed the Delta Bridge, then went to the venue, and of course they got hammered. I don't know how that happened, for their sacrifices and everything. They got hammered 12-0. But the fact is that some of them showed up. Only one school didn't show up in one of the centers, that is in Olusoso Center. Then in Okwebi, we had like 4 schools. Two schools didn't show up in Okwebi. So because of the challenges of the traffic situation in Lagos, and it was quite. When they came, they saw the pitches. They were a bit surprised what kind of pitches they. But when they came, some schools were quite excited because they've not played this kind of competition before. They want to play football. They want to play with their lives, and they showed levels of maybe promise. But the fact is that we are seeing some of the heavyweight people, the regulars team be there, but. It's a good tournament, and later we begin to see more of this group because as we have pushed the crucial phase, because tomorrow is going to be very crucial for some of the teams that have gotten into the next round. Okay,
let's take a look at the results of preliminary matches that have been played. You know, we explained to you that the Lagos end we have 24 schools. The last 4 will qualify for the national finals, where we will have 12 schools from outside of Lagos to make the final 16. But the results of the preliminaries are what you have seen on your screen. Dumnodi, St. Stephen 2-0 over Wisdom Builders. Efforts Wheel 4-0 over Eben Nobu. Pedro Learning needed penalties to take out St. Francis 5-4. And then you have Agoegba 5-0 over Inner City Mission. Methodist School, Tokes was here yesterday, and it was so sure that Methodist School were going to do so well, but they didn't show up. They were walked over, and I think that's the only one of the walkovers that we had. So Toibat walked them over, and then the second one, Isaacville, walked over Greenhaven.
It's Greenhaven that walked over Isaacville. So
okay, it's the other way around. Greenhaven walking over Isaacville. All right, so that's the correction there. Greenhaven are the ones that actually walked over Isaacville. Christ Assembly took out Cross and Crescent. It was a basket full of goals.
Just like the people that left their boss, they moved.
They jogged down. Not sacrifice. But they lost 12-0 in that game. St. Benedict, who are regulars of the Channel Schools, beat Gemage Primary School 2-0. Rebecca Model beat Future Kids 3-1. Oh, and then we had Temidire Primary School losing 0-2 to Goodness and Mercy. We said it yesterday. Goodness and Mercy is huge. It's massive. And of course, Don Men losing 0-4 to Holy Trinity. All right. So these are results of preliminary matches played today at Channels National Kids Cup. This is just the Lagos qualifiers. 24 schools will fight to the final 4. The final 4 will join the 12 coming outside of Lagos for the main show starting on the 21st of May to the 27th, which is Children's Day. But Dumnodi, second round, what is going on? Can you, okay, we'll see the fixtures on your screen, but tell us exactly what is going to be happening.
Well, at the Olusoso Center, because just the winners of, those that won in Okwebi will be moving to Olusoso. Why those that won in Olusoso will go to Okwebi, so that they will have a feel of the two tough on both ends. St. Stephen will be taking on Efforts Wheel in the first game. The second game is Pedro Learning will be taking on Agoegba, another tough game. Toibat will be taking Greenhaven. These are these two schools. They walked over their opponents, so they've not played any game, so they will play themselves tomorrow. So it's an opportunity to test the pitch again. In Okwebi Primary School, we have Rebecca Model will be taking on Goodness and Mercy. Christ Assembly will be taking on St. Benedict, while Azik Wesleyan will be taking on Holy Trinity School. That school is in the Lagos Highland. But what it pans out, because now we have 12 schools. 12 schools. 6 from this Center, from Olusosun, 6 in Okpebi. What they will do is this: they will go through. We are going to play 2 games tomorrow. One school play 2 games. Once they finish in Olusosun,
like a round robin.
No, just a round robin, a knockout. The 3 schools that will qualify from the Olusosun Center will wait. While the ones in Okpebi will come down to Olusosun to meet the other 3. Okay. They will go. That is the 3rd round. Okay. Then from the 3rd round, the 3 schools that qualified based on the direct knockout. That's it. We have 3. Then we are waiting for one. The one is going to complete the 4th one. The 4th school is going to be the best loser. Okay. Depending on the kind of result you shown out, your behavior, or probably some other criteria who we use to select the 4 that will join the 3 or that will go for the national final. So tomorrow in the morning we have the qualifier for the 2nd round. Then the final round in the afternoon we begin at 1. The 6 schools that were matched, 3 from the Olusosun Center and 3 from Okpebi, will join. We'll go neck and neck for the final round in Olusosun, where we'll get the final 3. Then we'll choose from the schools among the losers, among the 3 losers that will join based on your performance, based on your behavior. Best losers. Yeah, best losers. I mean, even in FIFA tournaments, we see provisions for best losers and all of that. So tomorrow, the assurance is that we are going to have the 4 schools that will be joining the 12. God willing. God willing. All right. So tomorrow we will have the final 4 schools, the Lagos 4 schools that will be joining the 12 that will be coming outside of Lagos for the National Kids Cup that will be starting on the 21st to the 27th of May. So there's still plenty of excitement. Olusosun is one of the venues. And then Okpebi Primary School, the 2nd venue. So please, well, it shouldn't rain the way it rained today, tomorrow. So there should be enough time for us to move around freely and be a part of all that will be happening. From 9. From 9 tomorrow. From 9 tomorrow, please avail yourself of this opportunity and go and see these young kids play the round letter game. All right. Before we close this segment, still talking about the impact of sports, education and sports going hand in hand, and opportunities for the young ones to develop themselves in sports, brings us to this very special part of our program. And we will be doing this for as long as it takes to get the attention of the National Sports Commission. His attention, Sports Minister Bolaji Abdullahi. And what we have on the screen, gentlemen, is that the Nigeria's national under-12 baseball team have qualified as the only black nation to participate at the International Baseball Federation IBAF World Cup holding in Chinese Taipei in July 2013. The Nigerian contingent will need only 6 million naira to be a part of this experience, but until now, nothing is forthcoming. These young Nigerians now stand the risk of missing out of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to represent their country at their young age. And the appeal is, if we have a sports ministry, and we have a sports minister who has said he's not a football minister, these guys should be part of this event. They shouldn't miss this because of 6 million naira.
Yeah, sure. We should spread the love. If it was football, we won't be hearing.
We have done a lot of fighting on football.
So I feel that a lot of sports ministers come and tell us, I'm not a football minister, but it ends up that their main focus is football. And it's not just baseball, all other sports across board. I'm not saying we should spend the same amount of money we spend on football, but even maybe half for other sports. It will help us. And that's why I've always compared us. When I compare us with South Africa, I see how far we are behind. South Africa is a multinational sport. That is why South Africa will go to the Olympic and pick medals. But when we just focus on some few sports, we feel we have some comparative advantage. Even at that, we still don't have structures. And, I think if there's one African country that we can emulate in that regard, treat all sports equally. If South Africa's cricket team is playing, their baseball, you see them, the colors.
South Africa remains one of the only, maybe a special class of countries that has hosted all World Cups, Football World Cup, Rugby World Cup, Cricket World Cup, they've hosted.
Golf, across board.
Everything. They produce world champions in every sport. We are still a long way off, but we are appealing to the Honorable Sports Minister, Malam Bolaji Abdullahi. He says he's a sports minister, not a football minister. This is time for us to stand up and be counted for these baseball guys. Under 12, at this level, they need all that they can. It's a special opportunity for them to be part of the World Cup, and I hope they won't miss this opportunity. All right? Okay.